Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Wait, 20! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen! Pass!
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now, Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Wait, 53! Here we go. Watch right there, And watch that, and watch the ball. Hey, 66.
Now he'll throw with Brady. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneers. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And
a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Wilson. They complete it to Hill. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That's it. We got work.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To try again after the sack. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
I got you.
On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get it back in form.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number 1, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003.
Let's go, D, let's go. 72.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. It's brought in by Dodson. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, his throw incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Brady. Going deep for Diggs. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. On first and 10, here's Brady. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. Brady now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one caught by Davis. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Brady to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will,
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half.
He's got him in. Complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They do go for it. It's Brady. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Brady. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jason Witten. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons claw one back. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with it.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Jannard Avery has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's White. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. Now Brady. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are able to make things a bit more respectable. Now Brady again. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I got you, boy.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Clay Matthews has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sean Williams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
53 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
14.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is caught. but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson, and he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jannard Avery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Brady going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down. 72.
To throw, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Throwing
now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, tie 7.
That's what I do.
52's the mark.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Brady. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. A big offensive explosion. Up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the